You know what, my friend? Some people come to Nepal to see mountain, but they live completely different people. I have seen it happen again and again on these trails. See, Nepal doesn't show you the mountains. Nepal show you yourself. Today, I'm going to share you the most top 10 treks in Nepal. But let me tell you something important first. I'm not a travel vlogger in office copying from a Google. I'm not someone who read this trek in a magazine. Not my friend. I'm Bibek, a local trekking guide in Nepal. It's been almost 4 years I have been walking on this trail. This boot, they have crossed the Thorongla Pass. These eyes have seen one of the most beautiful sunset from Kalapathar during the Everest Base Camp trek. This is not information from my internet. This is from my heart, from my experience. So stay with me till end because number one, this is one very special to my heart. At number 10, we begin with something people don't know about this trek, Kanchenjunga Trek. The highest altitude we'll go is 5,143 meters, which is Kanchenjunga Base Camp. So this trekking will be duration from 20 to 25 days. My friend, let me tell you, this trek is for those who want to be an explorer, like you are discovering something nobody else about. Kanchenjunga, the third highest mountain in the world. Yes, it exists in Nepal, but so many trekkers don't know about it. I remember my first time going to the Kanchenjunga Base Camp, and I have seen so many children coming from their homes saying a namaste, which is a way of greeting. The forest were thick, greens, and full of life. And when we reached the base camp at 5,443 meters, my friend, I stood there looking up the giant white mountain, no crowd, no noise. My trekkers and the Himalayans, one of my clients from Germany, just stay silent for 20 minutes and say to me after that, Bibek, this is the most peaceful I have felt in 10 years. That's Kanchenjunga. Yes, it's a longer, almost 3 weeks, but every single worth it. Remote, raw, and real. If you want a true adventures when the trails feels like yours alone, this is where you want to go. Coming at number 9, the Ghorepani Poon Hill Trek. The highest altitude you will go is 3,210 meters, which is a Poon Hill viewpoint, and duration will be 4 to 5 days only. Now, if you are new to trekking, if this is your first time in trekking, then this trek will be really perfect for you. Only 4 to 5 days, you will go up to 3,210 meters. That's like a warm-up for your upcoming next treks. But don't let that fool. The views incredible. I have taken many first-time trekkers to there, and I love watching their faces at 5 a.m. when we reach a Poon Hill for the sunrise. It's a dark, it's cold, then slowly the sky turns orange, the pink, the gold, and here is some pictures. And suddenly, boom, Annapurna South, Dhaulagiri, Machu Picchu, all giant Himalayan peak just light up like they are on fire. And you know what this makes? And you know what makes this trek so special? It's a villages like Tikedunga, Ulleri, Ghorepani, and the Ghandruk, one of the most beautiful villages, comes in Nepal. This trek is perfect for the beginner, perfect for those who have a limited time, only 4 to 5 days, but memories for a lifetime. If this is your first time trek ever, start here. The number 8. Unlike anything else on this list, the Upper Mustang Trek. Highest altitude 3,840 meters. The duration will be around 12 to 14 days. My friend, when you walk in the Upper Mustang, you don't feel like you are in a Nepal anymore. You feel like you walked in another planet. This is the hidden kingdom, the forbidden kingdom. Until 1992, no foreigners are even allowed to enter here. It was closed to the world, and even today when you walk through those red and brown desert canyons and past ancient caves carved into cliffs, through villages where the Tibetan culture is still alive, you feel like you will step back in a time, like you are walking through the history itself. The highest point is only at around 3,840 meters, so it's not extreme altitude, it's about the experience. That's Upper Mustang. 12 to 14 days of a pure cultural magic. If you love history, art, and adventures, this trek will blow your mind. Number 7, this is very close to my heart, the Langtang Valley Trek. The highest altitude is 4,984 meters, and the highest altitude you will ever sleep is 3,830 meters, which is Kanchenjunga. This trek duration is 7 to 10 days. You know, the Langtang is 7 to 8 hours drive from a Kathmandu, so close. When you enter the valley, you feel like you enter the different world. They call it the Valley of glacier. The beauty of that trek will make you stop everywhere to take a pictures. In just 7 to 10 days, you can experience the incredible mountain scenery. If you are feeling strong, you can climb the Chergori at 4,984 meters for even more beautiful view. The people of Langtang, they don't just live near the mountain, they belong to the mountain. After the 2015 earthquake, the Langtang Valley was badly affected, but today the valley alive again. The people are strong, the trails are beautiful. After you visit, it helps the local community rebuild and thrive. When you come to the Langtang, you are not just trekking, you are supporting a community, you are becoming part of their trek. So Langtang is also considered as a beginner trek. If you are first time doing a trekking in Nepal, you can choose a Langtang Valley trek. Number 6 takes us into the Everest region, but we are not going to the Everest Base Camp, not yet. We are going somewhere many people miss, the Gokyo Lake Trek. Duration 10 to 12 days. My friend, let me tell you about the color blue. I thought I knew what blue color looked like. The sky is blue, the ocean is blue. Yes, but I saw Gokyo Lake, then I realized I had never seen a blue before. These lakes, there are 6 of them. They are colored turquoise, bright, glowing, unreal turquoise, sitting right here at 4,700 meters to 4,800 meters, surrounded by the glacier and snow peak. And then you climb a Gokyo at 5,337 meters, the highest point of this trek. My friend, from the top you can see the 4 old highest peak, Everest, Lhotse, Makalu and Choyu. 10 to 12 days, that's all you need for this incredible journey. If you want the magic of the Everest region with the fewer crowds and more natural beauty, trust me on this one. At number 5, we have a hidden gem that's becoming a more famous every year, the Mardi Himal Trek. The highest altitude is 4,500 meters. The duration will be 4 to 7 days. Now this trek is short, but don't let this fool you. The view, world class. The trail, quite peaceful and beautiful. After you use 4,500 meters, the real Himalayan altitude in less than a week. The Mardi Himal Trek is like an Annapurna little secret. While everyone goes to ABC or Poon Hill, this trail will take you along a quiet ridge through the rhododendron forest up to the high camp, where you feel like you are standing on the top of the world. And the mountains, the foothills looks like this from that trail. It's not the longest trek, it's not the famous, but in just 4 to 6 days, you get a pure Himalayan beauty. If you only have a few days and want something incredible, Mardi Himal is waiting for you. Number 4, this one, Annapurna Base Camp Trek. The highest altitude you will go is 4,130 meters, which is Annapurna Base Camp altitude. The duration 7 to 12 days. This is one of the most popular treks in Nepal. When you go there, you understand why. 7 to 12 days of trekking depending on your pace. When you reach 4,130, the heart of Annapurna Sanctuary, imagine this. You are standing in a giant of mountain. Annapurna First, Annapurna South, and Hinchuli, Annapurna Phang. Like a giant looking down at you. But here is the thing. They don't make you feel small. They make you feel held. Because moments like this, they stay with. Annapurna Base Camp is powerful. It is beautiful. In just 7 to 12 days, it's one of the best things you can experience in a Himalayas. Number 3, this is an adventurous lover dream. The highest altitude you will go is 5,106 meters, which is a Larke Pass, and the duration will be 14 to 18 days. Manaslu is the 8th highest mountain in the world, and the trek around it is like a walking through the living postcard, but with the far fewer crowds than Everest or Annapurna. 14 to 18 days of adventures, and that pass, Larke Pass at 5,106 meters, my friend, is one of the most rewarding experience in Nepal. This trek takes you through the incredible landscapes. You start in a lush forest with rivers roaring beside you, then slowly scenery change, higher, drier, more dramatic. By the time you cross the Larke Pass at 5,106 meters, you feel like you are standing on the roof of the world. And Manaslu Circuit Trek, it's a less crowded than Annapurna Circuit, more remote, more wild. You stay in small villages where the culture is Tibetan and the people are incredibly kind. If you want the off-beaten path adventures with the old class mountain scenery, Manaslu is calling for you. Number 2, you know this was coming, Everest Base Camp Trek. The highest altitude, 5,545 meters, the Kala Pathar, or Base Camp, 5,364 meters. Duration 12 to 14 days. This is the big one, the famous one, the trek that people dream about doing it. 12 to 14 days to stand at the roof of the old highest mountain. If you climb the Kala Pathar for the sun, you reach 5,545 meters and the view is like this. Let me tell you, Everest region is special. There is something in the air, something magical. When you fly into the Lukla, the adventure begins immediately. The trails take you through the beautiful Sherpa village, Namchepacha, Tengbuche, Dingbuche. The people there are so warm, so strong, and so inspiring. And the mountains, every day you wake up and see something impossible. Amadablam, here it is, Lhotse, and Everest and Nupse. That's Everest Base Camp Trek. 12 to 14 days, that will change your life forever. And now, number 1, my all-time favorite, the Annapurna Circuit Trek. The highest altitude, 5,416 meters, which is Thorangla Pass. And duration, 12 to 21 days. So it depends how much time you have or how much you want to walk. 12 to 21 days, depending on how much you want to explore. And that pass, Thorangla Pass at 5,416 meters, it's a moment that changes everything. I remember every moment of my first time. Standing in the lowland, rice paddies, warm villages, sound of gourd bell, and children playing. And then slowly climbing higher, the waterfall at the Chamche, the apple pies, and Manang, the quite dusty path leading to Thorangla Pass, then the pass itself, 5,416 meters. So here's the pictures with my group. It me the Annapurna Circuit is not just a trek, it's everything. It's a lowland, highland. It's lowland and highland, forest and desert, Hindu religious and Buddhist monastery, hot spring in Tatopani, ancient temples in Muktinath. It's 160 kilometers of pure magic over 12 to 21 days. Thank you for staying me until the end. I hope you felt something watching this, because Nepal is not just a destination, it's a feeling. It's waking at the 5 a.m. watching the sunrise over mountains older than human history. It's sharing a dal bhat with the local family who doesn't speak your language but understand your heart. It's pushing yourself to climb one more hill and discovering the strength you didn't know you had. Those train treks, they are waiting for you. From the 4 to 5 days Poon Hill Trek to the epic 20 to 25 day Kanchenjunga Trek from 3,210 meters all the way up to the 5,545 meters on Kalapatha. This trek is for everyone. If this video inspired you, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon. But if you have any question about any trek, any season, anything, drop a comment below. I read every single one. I reply to every single. When the mountains calls you, you answer. See you on next trail.